And we're back with more exclusive commentary and befuddlery from the Incredible Hokes. I am Chris.
I am Mark.
Befuddlery, it's not a word you hear enough. Caterwauling is that word I used earlier today. I feel that people don't use the word caterwaul.
Well, it's not very
caterwauling.
Not a very Texan word, so.
Caterwauling?
No, befuddling.
Befuddlery.
Now, if we were in the UK, yes.
Well, speaking of being in a different place, it is time for our next question. So take us to a new place.
Okay, today Tennessee Titans fans.
Oh, we're doing Tennessee Titans.
We are almost to mid-season, so we're going to go ahead and just.
We're just over a quarter of a tank here on the season.
So early impressions of the season, just real quick for me, Marcus Mariota I think is off to a slow start. I think that time he missed last year, it's showing because of the injury he had. It's showing a little bit. However, the last two games, it seems like he's starting to find a groove. The last game in particular. And then if this team can learn to play 4 quarters of football, I'm telling you what, they can make some noise.
Having watched every game, they're slow starters and they're weak finishers. Usually not a good combination to be a slow starter and weak finisher.
Right.
They're held in the second and third quarters, so this whole 4 quarters thing is dead on. I'm surprised the defense has been effective as it is. I'm surprised the offense has been ineffective as it is. However, things are starting to smooth out. Been a rocky start to the season.
Right.
And even though they've lost 3, they weren't disgraceful losses. You know, they took it to 4th down to beat Oakland there in the end zone. They had a no call. They had a kind of a questionable call and a questionable no call at the end of the Oakland game, and you could make an argument they'd have won, which Oakland's a 4-1 team. They took Minnesota, beat them off of 2 turnovers that got returned for touchdowns. Right. Minnesota's the only undefeated team in the league. So you take away those 2 turnovers, we should have, could have, would have, I know, but beat Minnesota. So they just haven't put 4 quarters together but twice.
Right.
So you have to figure as they mature, that's going to come as a team.
This team's a work in progress. One of the things that was hyped over the summer was the exotic smash mouth. That's the running game, and I would say that is a work in progress. However, DeMarco Murray is having a career resurgence.
Yes.
Every week he's getting better. He's running
at a Pro Bowl
harder,
level.
And he's really doing well. So there's a bright spot, and you can build on that. So the exotic smash mouth is not the 1-2 punch yet, but you do have one good punch.
DeMarco Murray, the stars so far early in the season are DeMarco Murray, Taylor Lewan minus some complete brain farts. When he has a brain fart, oh my God, does he have a brain fart. The rookie on right tackle, Brian Conklin. No, it's Conklin. Is it Brian? I can't remember. It's Conklin, right tackle, is grading out to be one of the top rookies. If they actually gave Rookie of the Years for a lineman, which they never will and never do, but he'd be in contention, but he's a lineman. So I would say the early MVPs have been DeMarco Murray, Jarrell Casey. I just had a brain for it.
Well, I would say this, then bringing back that...
Taylor Lewan. That was,
Yeah. Bringing back the coach.
Yeah.
I'm starting to look at that as... I wonder if they did it for consistency with his relationship with Mariota.
That's exactly why they said they did it.
Well, I'm starting to see now why. I think that's going to pay dividends because early on, yes, he had that one game where he had 2 fumbles and an interception, really bad. But each week he seems to be finding that groove, and he doesn't have to have the burden of learning a whole new system and things like that.
Right.
You know, the coach just he just tweaked it is all he did.
Well, we talked about the pros. I'll talk about the cons. Clock management has been really abysmal by the head coach, Mike Mularkey.
Yeah.
All time management goes right on the coach. They've had some really poor time management things going on that they didn't do themselves any favors in some of these games. One of my early complaints is they weren't. Mariota hasn't shown that he's a deep ball guy at all. Yeah, he wings it over 30 yards, and his percentages are crap right now. Hopefully that's, I don't know if that's a quality receivers or quality of him. I'm not sure. But having said that, I wanted them to open it up. And it seems like they've been starting to open it up more.
Right.
And not just like run it at every down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been trying to push the ball downfield a little bit more. So by design, by accident, by opponent, whatever the case may be, they're doing it. So that's a good. So I would say my biggest con has been the play of Mariota. Other than last week, has been very frustrating, and the time management has been a big detriment. Just not good clock management. What's your cons?
Well, that defense, you got to show up in the first quarter. You cannot spot a team 10 points every game. And it feels like every game we go into the second quarter and we're down at least 10 points.
Yeah, slow starting.
And we have Dick LeBeau, this defensive genius, and I don't know. It seems to me that if you can play well in the second and third, then there's not a preparation thing. There's something there, and if you have to threaten to get them to run sprints or something, they need to start, faster. And
yeah, they're not playing forward. That's the biggest con, really. That's
it.
To put all this together, the biggest
That's it.
con is they're not playing 4 quarters. The biggest pros are there's some guys really stepping up that actually are playing at that Pro Bowl level. It's not just like last year you had
Delaney Walker
and Jarrell Casey, and that was it.
That's it.
And this year you've got more people stepping up and like, this guy's actually talented. He's playing at a high level.
Yeah.
All right, last thoughts.
2-3, not where we want to be, but I think if they can get over 500 by the end of October, I'd feel good.
Yeah, it's really the Texans beat them soundly, but to think they could have beaten Minnesota and Oakland, and there's one loss between those teams, it makes you a little sick that they're this close. I know it's cliche, but they're this close. So, yet again, in my vast years of watching the Oilers Titans and just like the Super Bowl, they're this close.
This close.
And with that, adieu.